La prochaine question vient de M. Pigeon sur le sujet du justice climatique. Donc, M. Pigeon, ça fait longtemps que je ne vous ai pas vu de cette distance-là.
Well, good afternoon, Mr. President.
Good afternoon,
members
sir.
of Council. It's a pleasure to see all of you. I haven't probably seen you for a while. So actually, I would have liked Madame Plante to be here because it concerns her a lot, my question. But also, I have my documents I like to depose.
Yes, please.
With the...
Merci.
Climate change is a self-inflicted mental disease caused by ignorance and greed that must be treated with urgency and resolve. I've been asking you, the City of Montreal, to speed up the pace of tackling climate change for 5 years, going back to 2018. Now, and Madame Plante finally declared on the 16th of June 2023 that il va falloir accélérer la cadence pour réduire les émissions de gaz à effet de serre. It's a shame that it took so long to take the climate emergency as seriously as we should have 5 years ago. My question to Madame Sophie Moserol, although it may be too late now to stop runaway climate change, when will the City of Montreal announce a plan to accelerate what Madame Plante declared on the 16th of June? Accélérer la décadence, accélérer la cadence vers la réduction des changements des gaz à effet de serre.
Merci beaucoup, M. Pigeon. Madame Moserol.
Good afternoon, Mr. Pigeon. I'm glad to see you again tonight. I just want to take a moment to say that Madame Plante is actually not here because she is at the Climate Week in New York talking about ways to fasten tackling the climate changes. We have a really great, ambassador in Madame Plante. She's well respected throughout the world, throughout different network of cities, because we are doing everything we can to accelerate things. We've been talking a few times. We have, of course, our Plan Climat, in which there's a lot of measures, but everything we're doing, everything we're working on is to go faster, to make the changes that needs to be happening, of course, in respect with a notion of equity between citizens. So we're doing this when we're buying lands to do parks. We're working really hard to give alternatives, mobility alternatives to citizens. So we're working, my colleague Marie-André Mauger, to whom you've been talking to Tuesday, is also doing a lot in her field to accelerate these changes that are a necessity. And we are working on the new PUM, which is the Plans d'urbanisme et de mobilité de la Ville de Montréal. The last one is dated from 1992, and this is a really, really, really great opportunity also to change the way we're doing things to make sure that we tackle climate change. Thank you.
Merci beaucoup, Madame Moserol. Monsieur Pigeon, votre deuxième question.
So, complimentary question. Am I to understand that you don't have a plan about your acceleration on tackling climate change? Because I will also add my complimentary question. Just as having only a few years to act on climate change is a very short time, a minute and a half is also a very short time to ask an important question. So may I ask you to take a look at my question, which I've deposed with the clerk, entitled Communicating Effectively the Extreme Climate Emergency that we are in, and its associated documents that I have deposed at the city clerk, as I intend to ask that question at the next Montreal Council meeting. But you still didn't answer my original question, my first question. Are you going to have a plan on accelerating what you're going to do with climate change?
Question asked. Madame Moserol.
Yeah, thank you. We do have many plans. We have our Plan Climat, which is a plan, and there's an action plan that we're doing. We have been accelerated a plan that we have to decarbonate buildings. We have an electrification plan. So there's many, many plans in the City of Montreal with the objective, the firm intentions to accelerate the climate changes. So these are plans that we have here. We're also working with the CMM, which is the Communauté Métropolitaine de Montréal. We're actively participating in their plan. We also have a plan with the biggest city of Quebec throughout the l'Union des municipalités du Québec. We have a plan with them too, where we're asking for more money also from the other levels of government to help us change our infrastructures. So we have a lot of plans, and we're putting all those plans forward and putting all those plans in motion. And as I was saying, we're working on the plan, which is a plan also, le plan d'urbanisme et de mobilité, which is a really, really important document to give us a collective vision for the future and to help us make all the decisions that we need to do in order to adapt our city. Thank you.
Merci beaucoup, Madame Ozon. Merci beaucoup, Monsieur Pigeon.